Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. How you doing there, Carl? Good to have you, my man. Is this modded War in the Pacific? I mean, it's close enough. I mean, like, chalk and cheese are pretty close, so it's very much a chalk and cheese scenario. Indeed, yeah, you preempted what I was actually going to announce in the stream here there, J Street. So, to celebrate the fact that, I think it's been about 3 years, actually, since I managed to herd those cats, THG and Tortuga. They may argue, but, we know the real deal. But indeed, we will be starting a new collaborative series where we shall be playing as the Russian Empire, I believe from 1900 to 1945, which is going to be very interesting. Very much similar to how we did our original collaboration series. So we'll be having 5-year stints where it's gonna be fun. You know, I just can't wait to actually put into action the coastal battleship program. I just can't wait to like blow these guys away. It's been 3 years, I know, right? Kind of crazy, isn't it? Hello there, AT. You son of a gun. Okay, so it is thanks to Agrippa Maxentius who got me the key for actually playing Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, so thank you very much there to Agrippa Maxentius. Do go ahead and subscribe to his channel if you're not already. Really appreciate it there, buddy. And we'll get into this in just a moment then. I just had the music playing in the background just so lure people into a false sense of security and make people assume that there is indeed a stream today for One Pacific. That is not. Not yet, not yet. Don't have it as of yet. Okay. You'll still lose all your ships. Yeah, something like that. I'll just adjust the volume here. There we go. I've literally not played anything. This is truly an exploratory video stream thingamajigger. Yeah, so not played the game. I've seen a little bit of it actually. yeah. Oops, sorry about that. I'm just gonna have to like double check because the chat doesn't seem to be coming up right here, which is kind of weird. No, it's not coming up right. Why is it not coming up right? There we go. That's fine. There we go. Hello there, Honoris. How you doing there, my friend? Okay, so we do have the Naval Academy over here. I was actually taking a look through the help over here, actually. It's really quite good. Really quite interesting how it talks about, obviously, the different kinds of armor. Explains what it means. And it's quite good. You know what my favorite kind of ship is? Battlecruiser, to be honest. I think they're so niche, and I like that about them. But we're going to go ahead and just really just go through it here, and we'll just see how we get on. Genuinely not played anything of the game, so do let me know if the audio is all over or what. Hey, my odd duck designs are fantastic. They are. Oh dear. Okay, so from what I've seen of the game, but it's actually quite intriguing actually when you actually have to build these ships. So it's very interesting. So you will build one battleship. Main tower is required. So if we take a look over here, then we do have armor. So we can see the actual level of protection here. We do see the plan. It's quite nice. We can actually zoom out quite far here. You can imagine some of these ships will be very large in the later game. But yeah, I've got to point out this game is in early alpha. I think it's in early alpha. I almost said early access there, but I think this is considerably earlier than that. Or it might be on par. We'll see. So we have the Gawan. Oh, we're playing the Chinese. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's awesome. So we have the Chinese Navy over here. Yeah, there we go. We have the Qin Dynasty flag over there. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, the nationalities is interesting. How you doing there, Avad? I think it is. I think it is single player. I don't know whether there's going to be a multiplayer in the near future or not. Okay. Now let's see. Then we have components over here. So if I bring that main tower. Do have to point out I've not played this. Right, so we have the main towers down here, secondary towers. At least you won't have a couple of episodes where you don't know. Yeah, well that's true, isn't it? Well, this is it, isn't it? Hey, the French made some fantastic designs for the actual Japanese Navy. Okay. I'm going to assume this is actually the front of the ship there. Right, okay, so we have different designs here then. So we have a front tower 3, 2, and now of course we do have different weight here. $210,000. We are going to go for the largest one. Now the interesting aspect of these is the taller the actual tower, the better, well the greater the benefit there really. Let's see, no mounts, ooh, a little bit of performance drop there. Secondary towers needed. Oh, so that's the front of the ship. Okay. Right, now that makes sense. I do figure the actual performance drop. Obviously, the game is still in early access at the moment. We'll spend some money on this then. I'm prepared to actually invest in the towers here due to the fact that it does give you something pretty damn worthwhile. SES. You know what? I don't know what SES is. Like 29-inch guns, yeah. Yeah, alpha version 1.61. You are right, man. Development build. It says alpha here somewhere apparently, but I can't see at the moment. That's the stern, okay. See, this is how good I am already. I just assumed this would be the front for some reason. Oh dear. The one thing about the 1980s battleships and cruisers is it's hard to tell if they're coming or going. Ah, God, you know what, man? I remember seeing these Storm Eagle studios and, like, Jutland. Jutland not really interesting, but it's just kind of, like, unapproachable. Ah, how you doing there, No Name? Good to have you, my dude. Okay, so let's see here. We do have a triple funnel. Now, we do have an option here in terms of displacement. We do have a lot to spend here. Oops, I did not mean to actually get rid of that, but we'll put that back on there. That was the main tower. Yes, you can only have one main tower, one secondary tower then. Interesting. Oh man, you're not going to see the desktop as of yet. But let's see, can I see how much cash I actually have remaining here? Is that like the total of the cost? Yeah, that makes sense then. I mean, we do have a displacement over here. So if we put that up there... Right, you can see that it's actually increasing the actual cost of a ship. No. Okay. We'll aim for about 15,000 tons to begin with then. Do we have an actual list of what we need? I think all I have to do is actually just design a ship here that can defeat another ship. I think it's just got to think something else. So we have natural boilers over here, natural draft boilers. Coal-fired boilers, steam compound engines. Interesting. So we don't have a technology for that. We do not have a technology for that. Right, looks like this is all we have at the moment then. That's fine. Coal fuel, natural boilers, steam basic engine. Yeah, there's a lot of tooltips, but it's one of these things. It is definitely early. You can see what you need in the top middle in yellow. Okay. Oh, obviously for the game, well, for the ship to be considered complete. Yeah, alright, you will build one battleship. Don't forget to up your armor by scrolling down the left side. Yeah, thank you very much for that, guys. How you doing, man, Nomadic? Good to have you, my man. Sub-Commander as well. I don't think I usually see your name, so welcome, my dude. Okay, so we're going to go with the actual funnels, then. Now, I've been reading about the funnels, like, having more of them is quite good. Though, of course, the smoke interference can be something of an issue there. But we do have two large towers, so I think we might be able to get away with that. But you can see that this is actually quite expensive. We have a dual funnel here, we have a triple funnel. You can see that the actual funnel capacity is greatly increased, but the target signature isn't too bad. But smoke smoke interference can be worse. Now, it's one of those, is it going to be actually worth it? We'll see some of the details over here then. So top speed, engine power. So let's go ahead and see what happens when we actually put these bad boys on. Right, let's see. Funnel capacity. I'm sure I saw... Let's see. Right. You can see that affects the actual statistics over there. Stats. But I think what I'd rather do then is rather have potentially two of these bad boys, which gives us a greater cumulative cost. Well, sorry, a greater amount of funnel capacity. Though I imagine it does increase the actual target signature and smoke interference. But we do gain more funnel capacity at a cheaper price, so I think it's probably worthwhile. Maybe. We'll see. I wonder if I can actually turn them around. It'd be kind of nice to have them, like... Yeah, anyway. I'm, like, looking too much at the aesthetics. Yeah, I know, right? Musashi being built 1943 colorized, indeed. Funnels help engine efficiency, which helps with acceleration. That's very good. Well, yeah, 23 knots, that is very true. We don't need to have it that quick. If we take a look at the actual speed there, you can see that definitely reduces the cost of the ship there, which is quite interesting. I think 20 knots is absolutely fine. 20 knots is very, very fast, actually. Even 18 knots might be sufficient for our needs here. Potentially even less than that. So we have main guns to choose from, Ben. The game is actually really quite interesting so far. I mean, obviously, this is all subject to change, but the game does look really quite nice. It really reminds me of... this is something for you guys, if you guys remember this, and you gain some bonus points. But did any of you guys ever play a game called Navy Field? Because this totally gives me the Navy Field vibe. Very much, obviously, of Naval Field 2. Navy Field 2, sorry, but yeah, I remember Navy Field 1. No, that was a ship back in the day. Ooh, centerline guns, man. Yeah, love that, man. Right, side guns, centerline guns. Okay. 10-inch, 11-inch, and 12-inch. Though, I mean, it's one of these things, like, having a larger gun doesn't necessarily equal better performance. We'll have to take a look at the actual shell type that we potentially have access to. So, one of those where I'd rather have a smaller gun but a superior shell, really. But sometimes it's better to have a big old whacking gun. Because then at least you can actually, like, future-proof it to some degree. But we'll see. Do we actually get to see our shell type? So we have standard shells over here. We have super heavy shells, wow, they're cool. Heavy shells, then okay. So you can see that affects their weight, their velocity, ammo, detonation chance. Interesting. Light shells. Standard ammo shells. Increased shell rounds. Ammo storage for shell rounds becomes maximum. Interesting. Yeah, it is nice, it is, isn't it? All the guns spare no expense. What I like is the fact that we have, like, the black powder explosives. You have all this, and this is really nice. There's a lot of detail here. Like, this actually is a lot of stuff that you would never usually see. But you can see it does make the shells more expensive, but then you can see, like, well, it's one of these things where it is definitely an investment. But what I'm looking forward to is actually seeing how the campaign will work. But this is really nice. So at the moment, it looks like we only have access to black powder. So, nothing particularly exceptional. Okay. Heavier shells cause more damage and can penetrate thicker armor at all ranges because of their better ballistics. Well, can we get a measurement for how effective these are then? Right, penetration. Okay, so at 1,000 meters we can penetrate 9.5 inches of armor. 11.2 here. We do need to actually take into consideration what sort of range we'd be engaging at, really. That's the thing to take into account there. I don't know if it's going to be more play, actually. It'd be kind of cool if it was. Remember to shut your bulkhead doors. Well, yeah, that's something. And this is it, isn't it? Obviously, at the Battle of Jutland, the quality of British shells was very much appalling on that day. And I know... See, the actual Sea Lord at the time, I think it was Jackie Fish. No, I don't think it was, actually. I can't remember exactly. It was from when I read Castles of Steel. Who was that by now? God damn, it's been a while since I read those books. Yeah, Castles of Steel over at Dreadnought. Robert Cassie? No, that doesn't sound right. I can't remember who it was now, but it was actually around about the time before Jutland. There was a Sea Lord who was trying to improve the actual quality of shells. But obviously due to budgetary reasons and I think it was the budget reasons. I'd have to go back and double check. Somebody will probably be able to know what I'm on about here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm trying to think who it was now, who was the Sea Lord at the time I'm thinking of. But anyhow, let's see. So we can see that these guns are very expensive. 752 tons. Right then. Do we have any idea of what sort of range we could be actually engaging in? So you can see here, visibility ranges to 5,400 meters, spot and bonus. So it looks like we can potentially sight targets out to, what, 8,000 meters, give or take? Potentially. So if we take that as our sort of baseline engagement range. So... we're looking between 7 to 10,000, but then again, it's one of those if I don't think combat's going to take place at that sort of range there. You can see the maximum range there, Tiger signature. 2 11-inch guns, 2 12-inch guns. Right, so 5,000. I think we might take a look at the 7,500 meter. So we can see that at that sort of range there. I mean, there is a difference then, obviously, the penetrative. God damn it, I forget how you pronounce that word. Power of, obviously, the weapon involved. Shell weight, let's see. Ammunition 150 rounds per gun. Range is 14. 12.9 here. 11.8 here. So it's one of those of, do we really want guns that can engage beyond our line of sight? Maybe in the future, if we had access to radar, we might be able to do things of that sort of nature. But, we might. Lord Walterker. Yeah, oh, thank you very much for that. I knew it was somebody. I'm thinking it's not Fisher. It wasn't Jackie. But yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he was attempting to actually correct the issues of the actual munitions at the time. And you just think how different Jordan could have been potentially had the munitions really been up to scratch that day. Yeah, well that's it, isn't it? You are right there, Hill to Run. I think what I'm going to go for here then is... we'll go for... I think we'll go for the 11-inch guns. So we do have the dual barrels here then. Right, yeah, that's why I was confused with Fisher. Right. So let's see, we do have the barbettes over here, but do I have actual access to them as of yet? So it doesn't look like there's any barbette mounts here as of yet. That's a shame. Main guns, okay. Centerline guns, so we could have potentially another one here, maybe? Would it... No, it doesn't look like I have the actual slots for it. So I do wonder then, if we were to increase the actual displacement of the ship to 16,000 tons, do I then unlock any additional... Let's take a look. So it's still the 2 here then. I wonder then. Let's go for the maximum displacement then, see what happens. So it's 16,500 tons then. No, so it doesn't look like I'm actually really gaining that much. I was hoping I might... Oh, hello, actually. Ah. So I could put one there. Ah, how you doing there, Benjamin? Ah, guys. We got another celebrity in here. How you guys doing? By the way, if you guys do not know of Benjamin Magnus, I don't know how you don't know of him, but go ahead and check out his channel. Okay. Yeah, the building the ship part is really interesting. First Space Lord. You know what? I always wanted to check out, like, Space Battleship Yamato. Yamato, actually. That was something really cool to take a look at. Yeah. Oh, dear. Right. So what I'm interested in, then, is can we actually have the barbettes? Now, it's not giving me the access to these guys, and I wonder why. It's saying no mounts, but I wonder if it's due to that we do not have the technology. So it does make me wonder, what do we actually need to actually have the barbettes? But anyway, we'll go for the 11-inch guns, but I'm going to probably reduce the actual displacement of the ship once again. Right, it looks like we have more leeway to the actual rear of the ship here, which is interesting. They're only unlocked in a few missions, okay, well that's understandable. What I'm going to do then is, let's see. How small can I go here? I think what we're going to do then is look to produce the smallest ship possible with the actual adequate amount of firepower. But we'll go with the 11-inch guns for the time being then. We might go for just the 2 of them to begin with. Now we do need to take into consideration here the actual displacement of the ship and, yeah, 4 weight offset, that's what I'm trying to say there. Okay. Right, it only has 2 positions, that makes sense then. So we have that chosen here. Which is okay. Now, I might even go for the 10-inch guns. In fact, I am going to go for the 10-inch guns. The reason being, I don't think it's worthwhile being able to... what does it matter to us if we have weapons that can engage beyond our own visual range? I don't think it makes much of a difference for us. Right, you can see that offsets that to a certain level. So we'll go for the 10-inch guns there on the back, on the rear. We're looking to make this a cheap and effectively economic ship. Now, we do have secondary guns, we also do have the casemate guns. I'm quite interested in the casemate guns. See, lots of rapid-firing guns, even though they're not potentially that effective versus heavily armored targets, they can be devastating against, like, obviously, crewmen and deck, basically the superstructure of the actual ship. So even though you might not be able to penetrate the main armor, you can probably potentially knock out the ship by basically setting it ablaze and just causing death there. So we'll go for the 6-inch guns. There we go. So I'm going to favour more secondary guns versus the main armament, potentially. The reason is, sure, it's all well and good to have, like, a main battery. But I think in some ways it might be worthwhile to actually have a greater secondary battery. You can imagine it's like the 10-inch guns, obviously they're very good, but we're not going to be engaging with them, too often, and it would be nice to have a higher rate of fire. We can see here that this is obviously impacting on our weight. Now, if I reduce this to 19 knots, you can see that we are a little bit better off here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the 6-inch guns. The reason being, well, we've gone the... I did not even consider them, really. I didn't even take much of a look. 29 tons, 69 tons. There is actually a really big difference there, isn't there? Yeah, the barbette placement would be really nice there. Reduce range. Yeah, range is something that we can take into consideration there. Obviously, we don't need range for the actual mission at hand. See, there was a Japanese ship designed by the French Marvel at the time. What was his name? I can't remember his name now. Was it the Sanakan class and Arkan class? I can't remember how it was actually pronounced then. Sankian class? But I think it had a single 10-inch gun. It was something monstrous for a cruiser. But it was basically designed to defeat the German-produced Chinese battleships at the time, and it was just ludicrous. Okay, so if we take a look at this then, what it might be worthwhile doing is potentially having the 5-inch guns actually in these slots. Oopsie. Right, come on there, boy. Right, let's go back. Ah, can I press? No, okay, that doesn't help. Right, there we go. Right, that's what I want. Now, it might be potentially better to have these 6-inch guns up on the top deck there, because at least they do have a, they're not as likely to be washed away by foul weather, really. Right, there we go. I think those are still 6-inch guns at the front, aren't they? Right, replace them with the 5-inch guns. It could be argued potentially even smaller guns towards the fore and aft, due to the fact that, well, it's not entirely likely that we'll be facing anything large in that direction, really. It could be potentially useful against, like, torpedo boats or destroyers, perhaps. I just clicked... Okay. I don't know I clicked there. The port weight offset, I think... I might have some 6-inch guns maybe on one side, but I'm not entirely sure at this moment in time. We'll find that one out, actually. Did I just get rid of something there? Did I forget... Oh, right, okay. Is that... How do you turn that on? Right, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's why it was kind of weird there. In before you get swarmed by a squadron of torpedo boats at night. Yeah, pretty much. I think the game does allow metric. I don't know. Genuinely first time playing, so I'm just trying to learn this as I go on, really. Okay, well, we'll go with that. Have these 6-inch guns up here, then. Right, some parts are badly placed. God damn it. Stop clicking things. Can I click off that? Exit. God damn it. Okay, well, here we are again. At least I've learnt my lesson there. Okay, well, what we'll do then is, we know what we're roughly doing here then, so that's fine. I think what we'll do then is we'll start with the guns first. Because I kind of buggered that one up. And I'm so not sorry. It's okay, it only takes a few minutes. Okay, 8.6, 6.7. So it looks like the closer we are to the center, the better, really. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, so main tower. So that is 500 tons, and this is... Right, okay, so that makes more sense now. So, 500 tons there. So we might want to look towards having a little bit more weight to the actual... aft, actually. 500 tons for the front tower. So we'll go for that for the largest one possible. 400 tons, not 400 towers. But we need to look towards having a little bit more weight on this side, it seems. So, let's see. Air intake funnel. Large. Yeah, it's going to take some rather imaginative... Right. But it's interesting so far, actually. Let's take a look at the hull. Okay, so this is the only hull that we have here. Main tower, secondary tower, funnels are done. Main guns are done. Secondary guns. Yeah, okay. I don't imagine they'd really look very good there. I don't imagine they could really be fitted up here. Oh, these look to be very different. Yeah, they're like their own sort of things, aren't they? Can these be placed more freely? Not... Oh, right. They could be placed like there, for example. Interesting. Have you done Citadel? We've not actually approached that part as of yet. But we'll go with the casemate guns then, and I guess we'll go for the... How do I get them to double up then? Alright, so put them both on, that's okay. Okay. Starboard weight offset. Interesting. Yeah, only casemates on this one. Oh, is that why? Alright, okay. That's good to know. I may have some of these increase to 6-inch guns. But, I think we'll leave it as that for the time being. Right, so it's not mad at me, which is nice. We do have access to torpedoes, which are very handy. I do like to give them all a ludicrous amount. You never know when they're going to come in handy. You never know. Right, so we have that there. Now, we have single hull, double... We don't have a technology for that, so never mind. Barbettes. Ooh, hello. I think it's just teasing us here. Huge, Jesus Christ, that is huge. It is what it says on the bloody tin there. Interesting. Oh, is this actually talking about the existing guns here? That could make sense. I imagine that would actually be talking about that. Iron plate, compound. Giant cake ton. Yeah, pretty much, really. Right, okay. I thought it might have been talking about the actual existing guns there, potentially. Citadel. Well, we'll give it a Citadel, then. It'd be nice to actually have, like, some sort of X-ray vision to actually see through into the actual bowels of the ship there. Standard bulkheads. That's fine. Doesn't look like we have much, really, of a choice there. Iron plate, we do have compound. Which does increase the actual expense here. We'll go for about 15,000 tons here, then. You can see that helps somewhat there. Iron armor, yeah, I can imagine iron armor is pretty damn poor. I don't like it when it does the actual sound effect there. It makes me wonder if I've, like, buggered something. Ship is overweight. Okay. Can I... Right, very short. Shit. Okay, gotta stop clicking stuff. Right. 16,000 tons, perhaps. I could reduce speed down to 16. We'll go for 17 knots here. I'm really overdoing this one. I know that. I know that. Okay. But I like to really get into the actual battles of the game. We'll go for heavy shells. How you doing, my Doomsday? Good to have you, my dude. Yeah, it looks like I'm really going to have to take into consideration the amount of weight here. Increased torpedo rounds. I might go for the reduced torpedo rounds. Don't need too many of them. He's an ironclad. It's not far off, is it? Can we have hamster-powered hydraulics? That'd be fantastic. Standard reloading enhanced. You make a point of it. Heavy hydraulic machinery aids the gun reload procedure. In order to utilize this system, the maximum gun elevation is somewhat reduced while accuracy is less. This setting is suitable for short-range combat. Oh wow, even automatic there. That's fantastic. So, it increases the actual rate, it decreases range, it decreases accuracy, but it gives us a 10% faster reload there. Now we do have 4 10-inch guns and 25-inch guns, which is actually a significant amount of firepower. But I think we might have to reduce the amount of case-made guns, perhaps. In fact, I think I will do that. We're actually missing some here, actually. So we'd have a broadside here of 4, but I think we need a larger broadside, don't we? So I think what we'll do here then is potentially remove these ones here, because we do have these guys. What I might do then is actually transfer them. I think what we'll do then is we'll place some... I think 3-inch guns are sufficient here, because I can't see us really being chased, to be honest. Do I not have a slot over here at the front? Does not appear so. I don't like the sound effects when something happens. Okay. Now what I could go for then is potentially 6-inch guns there on the upper deck. It does make me wonder what the level of armor is here, actually. But I imagine it's, I don't know, should be sufficient, I imagine. I wonder if this is considered the belt armor to this point here. Is this still actually the belt armor? It might not be, though. Might not be. Or it might be belt extended, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure there. It could even be considered... No, it's not going to be deck armor, surely. I wish you could have, like, a breakdown, like an actual... Where it could show you what actually is the different, like, armor. That'd be really interesting. Yeah, I was thinking, is this considered deck armor there? There's armor in the list. Okay. So, I think what we'll do then is it's probably not worth it having these guys in here, as they're not going to be as well protected. Then I don't imagine it does wonders for actual weight displacement. Yeah, I was thinking this is, like, too high. I think what we'll do then is we'll go for a few 6-inch... I'd say a few, and I'd have, like, Jambo in this bitch. There we go. Get rid of these bad boys. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at this then. Oh, we're British now, okay. I'm using the 10-inch guns. Okay, conning tower, deck armor. I'm going to reduce the deck armor. I know it's kind of insane, but I'm going to go to 2 inches of deck armor. The reason why is I'd be more so looking to reduce the actual range of the engagement, so plunging fire ideally isn't as much of a problem. Here's hoping. But, well, we'll see. Some parts are badly placed. Which parts are badly placed? Or is it just when I go like that? Stop shouting at me. Okay. I know, right? Well, yeah, you are right there. You are right there. Why is the weight so... disproportionate. But the game does look really nice, actually. More tonnage potentially, yeah. Okay. Oh, so you can have equipment over here, that's interesting. The actual plant there. It's looking very interesting so far. Right, let's see. So we have fast and electric. Hydraulics, okay. I think I'm going to go for the enhanced gun reloading. How did that actually affect our weight there? Not too bad. So it looks like, yeah, we're on our weight capacity there. We're nearly at our cost, nearly at our limit of cost there. So now it comes down to for dangling. So we can reduce the range down to very, very short. So let's see. I'm going to put this up to 16,000 tons. Right, standard. Many. For the memes, yeah, for the memes. Right, so we'd make 17 knots there. In fact, bugger these little guns at the back then. Look, my ship is not overweight, it's just curvy. Right, so we have heavy shells then, we have enhanced reloading. What more could we potentially do to this biatch? Let's see. Deck at standard, belt at standard. Armor quality is 35%. Oh dear. Citadel 1. How's that affect our way? It's important though, isn't it? Heavy shells, standard shells. I can increase the amount of actual shells that we actually do carry. I got this from a group of Maxentius. He was nice enough to actually ask the developer for a key for me, which was really nice of him. Do we go for increased amounts of shells? Not like I can actually manage it, so never mind. Right. So we don't have anything here that I can actually place on as of yet. So it comes down to just a slight bit of a dangling. Okay, so not much there on the actual belt, but it could make a considerable amount of difference. I might increase the actual armor on the conning tower, the reason being, well, if we lose the conning tower, then we lose a significant degree of accuracy. So I think I will look for a very heavily armored conning tower. Let's see. Top diameter. Big. Yeah, the flag is really nice. A little bit of extra armor there. Okay. Not too terribly much I can do about that. Torpedoes are very heavy, it seems. Right, we're using heavy shells here. It's gonna be a tremendous disappointment. I can just already feel it, but we'll go ahead and we'll see what that's like. HMS Neptune was a dreadnought battleship of the Royal Navy that was laid down in 1909 and completed in 1911. She was the first British battleship with a superimposed turret, which was placed aft, displacing almost 20,000 tons. She had a powerful battery of 5 12-inch guns, twin 12-inch guns, multiple secondary guns, and 3 submerged torpedo tubes. Her steam turbine engines allowed her to reach a speed of 21 knots. That's pretty cool. I might go for that sort of idea of having to rear, but we'll see about that. You, British Empire, enemy. What is it? You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Oh dear. Okay, but let's just take a look at this. So, can I pause the game here? I tell you, this is where the game just looks phenomenal here. Absolutely phenomenal. Like, this is where I really get that sort of Jutland's vibe, which is just fantastic. You know what's funny is I didn't realise we'd start this close. So I should take a look at the enemy ship over here. Yeah, to be honest, it looks almost American in style, but yeah, this is an interesting... Yeah, this is definitely a French sort of style, isn't it? I love this. I love the fact they have this. This is awesome. If each of the actual nations has this sort of... I suppose diversity to their designs, that'd be awesome. did the French go the French way? Yeah, just kind of random. So if we take a look at this then, I like the fact that we have the actual lifeboats over here. It'd be interesting if we could actually place these. Wow, that's a very interestingly placed gun. I mean, sure, but it looks to be a secondary gun there. Right, so as far as I can see here then, ship's logged nothing so far, but we've been approached by the French and they are offering to surrender. So you have range here, hit chance, okay. So we have our own ship here. Exmouth. Okay. So if we take a look over here then, so we have 360 rounds here for the actual 10-inch guns. Maybe too many rounds there actually. It's a 9-inch main gun, okay. We have 2,000 rounds for the 6-inch guns. We have 16 torpedoes here then. Okay. Interesting. So, AI control, steady. So, steady, screen, follow, retreat. Shell type. At this range, obviously, we want armor piercing, then guns fire. Fire at will, normal. Conserve gun balance, interesting. Save gun ammunition. Intriguing. Torpedo is normally aggressive. We do have a few torpedoes, actually. Not a great deal of them, but it might be worthwhile to potentially, like, have her forced out of position. Potentially. But okay, yeah, we'll go with that, then. We'll see how we do here with the Exmouth. Okay, well, we opened up there with the broadside pretty much immediately. Now, I didn't actually get to see what weapon was... Oh, wow, look at that. Now, this is what you've always wanted to see in a natural naval war game, isn't it? Oh, so these are the actual 6-inch casemate guns there. But that is just... That's phenomenal. That looks phenomenal. That tastes phenomenal. Accuracy's looking pretty good there. Now, what I want to know then is the actual enhanced reloading. I think it does apply to our casemate guns as well, so we should have theoretically pretty damn fast firing. Do you have to slow down to fire? Yeah, god damn it. Oh, that was a little bit anticlimactic. Does she fight back? I don't think she fights back. I've spent all that time. Actually, no, she is building up steam, perhaps. Doesn't look like we're penetrating here. Look like a main battery there, perhaps. She doesn't fight back, does she? No, she doesn't. So in theory, I could have her just, stop. Am I like... Yeah, okay. Well, why are you turning that way? Right, there we go. And what I'm going to do then is, yes, aggressive with the torpedoes. This is actually really interesting, so we can actually see how this affects our chances to hit here. Not in the first mission here. Oh, so it's the ocean. But you can see that we're already causing damage here, actually. You can see that some compartments of the actual ship over here have taken some damage, which is interesting. So she's actually equipped with 9-inch guns, 8-inch guns, 7-inch guns, and 3-inch guns, which is interesting. Somewhat off target. That looked like the main battery. Ooh, over-penetration there, main tower, fire aboard there. I may have to turn the actual graphics settings down here, because the game is like, it is chugga-chugging. They've already surrendered. Oh dear. But this is actually very impactful, so that looks like the main tower that has been set ablaze, and indeed it is the main tower. Okay. I like the sound effects, that's really quite nice. But you can see the amount of smoke being generated over here is actually quite intriguing. So we have the weather over here. As you can see, daytime does not affect accuracy. The weather is cloudy, so it looks like it's affecting it. Moderate breeze and slight waves. I've seen some of the French Dreadnoughts, and they are very, very interesting. Okay. How about you stop? So you can actually see the speed here, which is intriguing. It'd be nice to see if we can actually hold on to this design and see how it compares to something that fights back. Well, that was the main battery there, so penetration destroyed casemate. Very nice. Well, this is really awesome. I'm really enjoying this. So what's interesting is we do have our torpedoes, but I do not know if they actually have the range to fire the torpedoes. Their range is 1.5 kilometers. We're currently 1 kilometer away, so we should actually be able to fire them in theory. Well, we're actually somewhat angled now, aren't we? So it's actually making his armor theoretically more effective. Okay. What we might want to do then is come in to potentially lay down some torpedoes. We'll go for half speed. Speed this up ever so slightly. That's going to leave a mark. Alright, we can see the ship is becoming progressively more damaged there. She's not flooded in as of yet. Oh, you're not allowed to fly to... Sorry, fire torpedoes in the first... Oh, well. Let's sort of fire aboard then one of the compartments. Penetration, yep, okay. Destroyed main tower. And somebody want to play the Pirates of the Caribbean music. That'd be really awesome. But it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, the design we have, it seems effective. Shh, that's fake news there, Nomadic. Hashtag fake news. Shut your dirty mouth, boy. Now, I'd be actually quite interested to see how much damage this could potentially do, because obviously we have the extended armor, so I don't know how well armored the 4 could potentially be. Should have made it 18k. You know what, honestly, I'm going to be looking towards making these things as light as possible. Okay, yeah, man, that's causing a mark. Thank you very much there, J Street. Is that me, or does the French pre-Dreadnought look? Look, if I could make something as beautiful as this, I definitely would. I'm saying lost the casemate gun there. Oh wow, did you see the guy? Yeah, did you see that shell there? Look at the shells bouncing off. That's cool. That's a nice detail. Okay, let's actually bring this around, because we're like in a bad position here. I'm losing to a ship that can't fire back. Well, that was really interesting. Well, we fire quickly, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Let's see here then. Normal. Let's go with aggressive. I like how you can see the actual ship there maneuvering. Yeah, that's going to leave a mark. Yeah, she's definitely burning now. So structure's at 79%. Flotation's absolutely fine. It's a shame that we didn't have our torpedoes. I was kind of hoping the torpedoes would have been more useful, but obviously they're not usable as of yet. Okay. What we'll do then is obviously put the speed down. The ship does look beautiful though. So if we take a look over here, we can see the reload. Right, okay. Yeah, so we have 17.1 seconds here. Over a minute here, but it is better than what it could have been. Now, it is up by 35%, so I wonder why that might be. Potentially due to the actual size of the gun. We do have heavier shells as well, so that's good advantage there. Yeah, penetration destroyed the case, mate. Whoops. Yeah, now we're actually causing damage. That's what we like to see there. It'd be interesting to actually put her through her paces against an actual legitimate ship. Something that potentially fights back, God forbid. can see the damage here, though. 10-inch shell hits the mid-deck, penetration 152 damage. Interesting. Yeah, she's definitely better up in the aft there. I think I might just speed this up. That looked like a big hit. Yep, she's on fire there. You can see the actual sea state is actually more than likely affecting the accuracy of these bad boys. Oh dear. Well, I mean, the French have been financing the Royal Navy for quite some time now. So, I mean, we'll capture her and she becomes another British ship. It's like a tutorial. I think once we go into the next one, we'll probably be able to see. I think this is just basically to show you how to design an actual ship. But I kind of went a little bit more anal in it and like kind of went ridiculous on the detail. If anything, I could probably go to the second one. I think we'll go into the next one then and see what it looks like. Right. Exit to main menu. There we go. Right, Naval Academy. So I didn't actually technically finish that one. Right, you will build a battleship, one light cruiser, gun basics. You will build battleship or heavy cruiser, it seems. Speed, okay. Talking about power of Dreadnoughts. Battlecruiser versus Dreadnought. Okay. We're gonna go with this one. Yes! I'm sorry, but I really like battle cruisers, and it's British. Yes. Okay. We have so much stuff here. Okay. It's got to be about that speed. Induced. Okay. Funnel capacity there. Funnel cost and weight. Okay. Well, we need that weight. Sorry, we need that power. An auxiliary marine engine which uses petrol as fuel helps to keep a ship operational when main engine is down. Additionally, this ship system provides extra power to the turret rotation. Well, that's really good. We'll take a look at that later. Oh god, how big can we make it? Oh, okay. I was kind of expecting like 40,000 tons, but... Oh, god, look how sexy that is. That is a sexy, sexy ship. Oh, that is beautiful. Jesus Christ, look at that speed, though. Oh, come on, man. We'll make the world's first usable battlecruiser. Yeah, I can see the actual weight there. Nickel, steel, Harvey, crap. Well, what we'll do then is we'll get the main things down, and then we can take a look at the Fidangling there. Advanced towers. Oh, octagon shape as well. They look really nice. God damn, that is expensive, though. Yeah, that's extremely expensive. Look at the size of the goddamn thing. Okay. Secondary tower. So I could have a fairly small rear tower there, if I so wish to do so. How big is the biggest? Okay, let's see. I think accuracy is absolutely paramount. God, you know what? I can't wait to design Japanese ships on this. Enhanced funnel. Funnel. Large, wide, large funnel. Yeah, pretty much. Right, so you can see that actually... Can I put that in there? Really? My god. We've become all that is man and beast. That's stupendous. Small funnels. Oh, so that's interesting. We could fit a few small funnels in here. That is just so goddamn sexy. Yeah, jigsaw puzzle time. Right, let's actually get an idea for what we're doing here then, because I'm like putting things down and I don't know why I'm putting them down. Right, ship's overweight. Shock. Probably not good to be overweight when we haven't got anything on the goddamn thing. But I can manage to solve the armor. Right, well what we're going to do then is we'll clear the design. Let's see what an alter design looks like. I like how you actually see it in motion. That's really cool. That's really nice. Look at the size of the barbettes. My god, those are big. Okay. Advanced Tower 3. Okay, that looks fairly feasible. It'd be kind of awkward to have a larger rear tower. It's a little bit. It's a grower, not a shower, basically. Okay, let's see. Seed speed has been dramatically reduced, so yeah, apparently 30 knots is kind of insane. Don't need the range to be anything much. Well, actually, no. Let's see. Jesus. You will build 2 battlecruisers. Goddamn. Okay. That's interesting. I do know Falcon. I'm not too sure. I don't know really what THG's schedule's like at the moment, but once I do know, then I'll let you guys know. Right, hull. Do we actually have a choice on the hull? No. Secondary towers, funnels. Okay. Barbettes. Big boy. Right, centerline guns and side guns. Wow, 14-inch gun. That's pretty big. That is hella big. But a little bit too big. I think 12-inch guns are fine. 3 barrels are okay, but I think we'll go with the dual barrel. I'm going to see about the actual barbettes this time. But I will go for a 3-barrel potential at the front there. It's going to be kind of weird. It might be better actually to just go for a dual. Place on sides. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I swear to God, I selected side gun, centerline guns. Why is it? Okay. I'm still selected on that. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll go back. Center. Right, there we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Make you a dual. That's interesting. You can actually have them in like different positions. That's rather intriguing. Okay. And to be honest, what I'm trying to do is actually place something in the center here, so don't tempt me. Come on. You know you want it. You know you want it, you dirty bitch. Let's see. No, it's not going to let me do it, is it? Well, not like this. Okay. So it looks like I can only have like actual secondary guns that are worth something. Okay, what we're gonna have to do here is try and figure out. Like, we should have it like auto-placed or something. Okay. Kinda like that. Looks okay, I think. It's gonna be an awful, awful ship, isn't it? I can feel it. That's cool. They can have like guns in here. It's kind of crazy. Okay. Right. What more finagling can we do here? Interesting how it reduces the weight, but I imagine it increases the cost there. Right, barbettes. Pumpkin guns. No, not yet. Not yet. Anti-torpedo protection, go for 1. Just the bare minimum. Double bottom. Right, reinforced bulkheads. Super heavy shells, wow. Increases the actual range, which is interesting, but it does increase the actual reload, but we'll go for that. Yeah, I can imagine so if we actually adjusted this a little bit more. Rangefinder. Did I just put that anywhere or something, I guess? Oh, that is no belt. That is no belt at all. Damn, son. Okay. How you doing there, Imperator? Good to have you, my man. Somebody I usually never get to see anymore. Right, we're going to go for about a fair amount of protection on the conning tower. I feel like I'm going to have to play rule waves just to familiarise myself with what it's actually saying to actually have here. Okay. Turrets definitely need some more protection, man. But we'll see how she performs, and then obviously we could figure out really what we're going to do there. You don't want a class. Yeah, pretty much. I'd imagine it probably is a good idea to make sure your, well, secondaries need a decent amount of armor. I suppose that's the only issue, isn't it, like, with secondaries. But you do need that sort of fast firing capability there. You can see that's brought the weight up there quite dramatically. But let's see here then. What can we do about speed? I could reduce the armor a little bit, so we could go for very short range and basically just like sass the hell out of this. Okay. Oh right, well yeah. TNT. It's dynamite. How does that actually affect things? Is it automatically better or is it seems to be. Hydraulic. Ooh, electro-hydraulic. So that's actually for the ability there. Well, traverse, sorry. Automatic. Automatic. Decreases of weight though. Suitable for short range. It's one of those where it might be potentially useful. What I'll do is drop the speed, perhaps. Increase the amount of bulkheads. I'd have to drop 400 tons there. Right, so we do have a tiny, tiny amount of weight. I feel like I just got rid of something, but I'm knowing. Reduced. Okay, that's probably the best we're going to get there. So we have 28 knots. She's got standard amount of bulkheads. I don't think she's the best design we could ever produce, but it's a very interesting design. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at the actual funnels here. What I want to figure out then is, like, how... Where am I going to see the actual engine? I got rid of that tower, didn't I? Go for a larger rear tower. Let's see, casemate guns. I'll reduce. Might as well get rid of them. They're really not any use, are they? Right, funnels. Let's see. I'm not seeing how it affects it as such. I'm probably looking at the wrong area, really. I like to actually see how expensive things are. Right, so we have a large funnel there. Enhanced small. A little bit overweight, slightly. Standard funnel. Still somewhat too heavy. Acceleration turning right. Oh, is that what it affects there, really? Right, acceleration. Right. 23, 22, 21. How big... What do we actually get with the large ones? So it seems an enhanced small funnel is actually more effective than... Well, yeah, round about on par, actually. Come on, there's the weight. There we go. They are very heavy, though. What I could potentially do then is reduce the... Well, we'll see. Oh, I actually got rid of some of the small guns, no wonder. Okay. I see lightest of them. Okay, that makes sense. What I could do then is... We do have the super heavy shells, which I think is worthwhile, potentially. Maybe... Oh, I don't have a Citadel, actually. That ain't good. Maybe reduce speed slightly. I mean, that one is a dangerous one to play with. What even is this design? It is the, we're just going to see what happens design, really. Oh, so it tells us here with this price we actually... Right, okay. So that actually makes it cheaper, it seems. But, lighter, but more weight... Well, more costly. I think we could go for that. Potentially go down to electrical. So at least we have that as a backup. Okay, we might be able to drop a little bit more. Yeah, definitely something of that nature. We might be able to get down to 7 inches or something. It's not really going to make that much of a difference, is it? Damn it. Perhaps if I go for the heavy shells. If I go for the heavy shells, okay. Ooh, bang on the money there. Bang on. And the grime is gone. So at least we got standard there. Okay. We're going to put to sea and watch the failure unfold before us, really. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what the auto loading does, to be honest. We'll see how that goes. I think it's one of those where we're going to have to rely on just the sheer weight of freaking fire. Oh, dear. Oh, we are facing up against the Japanese Empire. It looks like they outgun us. I can definitely feel they're going to outgun us. Penelope. Interesting. Okay. This is some distance to engage from. And yeah, she definitely outguns us, but we'll see how we go here. And we have shells incoming. I love the fact we have engagements of this range. Oh my god, look at the time it takes. I love the steam there. The Baron of Speed is the English cruiser. Right, okay. I mean, that's very true. Can I, like... Ah. Pause. Let me catch up. Indeed, 10 versus 6 guns. But we'll see. The interesting thing is we've been the one to open fire so far. Okay, miss. That's a shame. Yeah, so identification's increasing. I love the steam noises, that's awesome. It's a shaded mouse part. Oh, now she's opening fire. Watch it now, just immediately destroys us. Looking good. Oh, slightly upshot. I love the noise, actually. That's incredible. That looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we have 430 shells. I mean, we've definitely put more shells down range so far, which sometimes does make the actual difference. Can I just... why can't I double click? What is this doing? Turn it away. Not particularly as good as I would like. Let them make the choice themselves. That's gorgeous. Oh wow, you can really quite zoom out quite far. I'd love to see what fleet engagements in this game could look like. No shells have yet connected. Ooh. Okay. We actually landed a hit there, 2 hits, which is actually fairly impressive. Now it looks like no damage really, but God, these Japanese ships look awesome. That's a beautiful design. Here comes our Mirage. What speed are you making here? We're currently at 19.2 knots, it seems. See, is it looking good? Looks like it's going to overshoot. Yeah. We turned it. Ooh, getting closer. Bolt part on the bar. Oh, is that the enemy's range, or... Well, that's my own range. Something like that. And the speed, okay. But at least we've actually landed hits so far, which is interesting enough. Looking better. Oh no, never mind. So is this where I want to be, around about this sort of range? Is that like cruise there? Is that what you guys are trying to tell me? Trying to tell me something I'm just not getting it, I know. Yeah, this is where the way to fire probably comes into its own. So far so good though. So far so good. Alright, right there. Ooh, 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 that, ooh. Destroyed casemate. Well, that's a very good shot there. Oh, God, look at that. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Ooh, that was a little bit. And our reload is actually pretty damn good. I mean, maybe the question is, am I a high-functioning retard? I don't know, something of that nature. Just kind of get used to it. I think in some ways it's easier for me due to the fact that I talk about everything I do, so it's easy to remember, because I'm talking about it. I love the flash there. It'd be interesting to see the actual statistics of the engagement so far, like the amount of shells fired, accuracy. Obviously the secondary guns don't look like they have the range to engage as of yet. Ooh, that was close. That seemed close. I'll tell you what, for an alpha though, this is really impressive. I imagine I'm probably going to run out of shells there. Yeah, we actually did manage to knock out and destroy one of the actual casemate guns on the Japanese ship. Yeah, the Yashima. So you can see that she's actually taking a bit of damage there. So she's using 13-inch guns, we're using 12-inch guns. Ooh, close. Oh, the secondary's in range, okay. Oh, they are opening fire. Is that the secondary? Oh, that's interesting, man. That was close. Wait, your dog's called Yashima? We actually did take a hit there. And we're, oh yeah, now we're taking hits. Over penetration destroyed. Ooh. Yeah, now we're taking hits. Well, had to happen at some point. Oh, you can double click? Oh, well, that's good to know. I'm gonna go with Yashima. Come here, Yashima! Okay. Does it look like our accuracy is potentially fantastic, actually? But we'll see, we'll see. We have hope. I was hoping that would hit. I think what we'd have to do is probably go back and just look for, like, potentially a higher weight of fire. Right, we managed to put out the fires here, it seems. Yeah, tell you what, guys, we've got all the clergy here. We have, like, the Pontiff Maximus, obviously himself, military history visualize. We've got one of the cardinals now, Benjamin Magnus. No. Oh, okay, that looked bad. No, I've got to give it to Magnus. I've seen him play Hearthstone 3 Black Ice as the Soviets, and that takes some effort. Just been able to redo the order of battle. I mean, I've got to give it to him. Right, I'm gonna look towards increasing our speed here. I'm gonna... It's one of these, like... Yeah, it's one of these. It's one of those of, well, we're facing off against a battleship, which is not particularly something we'd be looking towards doing. As, demonstrated at Jordan, really. Ooh, this is looking good. So I wonder what the actual armor here is. Yeah, I can imagine that. It did look pretty painful. Right. And we do have the heavy shells, not the super heavy. Potentially if we'd have stuck with the super heavy, we might have been doing better now. But it might be that we'll go for a doctrine of low guns, but large caliber perhaps. How you doing there, Ragar? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Penetration destroyed. Was that a destroyed casemate? Yeah, looks like we knocked out another casemate there. And we do have flames aboard the Yashima. Best part of it. Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing with, like, Black Ice, is the fact that it crashes all the time. I've tried doing some games as Germany, it's just the fact that it crashes, and it's just like, It's like you put all this time and effort into it, but it crashes, you're like, god damn it. Okay. So we are starting to achieve some damage now, which is good. There we go, partial penetration. Looks like her secondaries are opening up. It looks like the range has been reduced, actually. Which is not beneficial to us, really. The excitement level is free. Oh, dear. But we've so far knocked out two of the Yashima's casemate guns. Oh, okay, that looked painful. 261 damage there. He's over-penetrating, though, so I wonder if that's actually better for us. Partial penetration there. Yeah, that looked bad. We are losing speed here. Yeah, just ram them. I think what we'll probably do is like drop the secondary gun batteries perhaps and go for the main batteries. We are causing some damage though to his actual weapons here. It's just, it looks like it's been decided by the sheer weight of fire. Yeah, we are taking more hits now. But we're not doing too bad. 81%, 94%. Yeah. That looked kind of bad just then. Well, to be fair, the extended, like, that was from the alter design, so I think what we might have to do then is go back through that. Well, we're only using the heavy, actually, which is probably why. I think what we're going to do then is we'll go back and we'll rebuild her. She is a $6 million ship. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of these bad boys. Right, let's take a look at this then. So I think we'll go for a different doctrine then. We could go for larger... We'll see what we can do here. Oh, yes. I don't think I go for that large, but fuck it, we'll do it live. We'll see what we can get away with these guns. Add side guns. That's so heavy. Okay. Yeah, 4 twin 13s could be a good idea. In fairness, I might just get rid of the actual torpedoes, because they don't seem to be doing me any good. It's one of these, isn't it? It's like, what good are torpedoes? Try to bloody find them now. No, don't get me wrong, they can be definitely handy, but I think we've got a score to settle here. Oh, is it? Right, I've not seen the accuracy penalty. So let's see. Not side guns. Central line guns, let's see. Oh yeah, you do have an accuracy. Oh, shell weight van. Okay, where's accuracy? Accuracy. Target signature. Am I missing when it displays accuracy? There's not that much of an increase in weight. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think actually I'll stick with the triple. I think I'll go with the 12s actually. We'll go for triple 12s and we'll look towards having a great weight of fire. Or it could be that I have a dual 12 in the center line. That doesn't really show here. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what we can do with the barbarians. Okay, we'll make this work. We'll make it work. It's one of those like Battlecruiser does sort of live or die by speed, doesn't it? Fire right next to the planet. Okay. So we do have this. Okay, oh god. What we'll do then is we'll go with the standard reload then. Does it save us anything? A little bit. Right, okay. Yeah, potentially the barbette could be a good idea. Well, they are the maximum, aren't they? That's true. Drop that. Nearly there. Okay. Oh, right, okay, that's interesting. Helps with stability. You just have no armor and YOLO it. Oh dear. Can I shift where this is then? Oh, it's okay. Guess not. Right, okay. Yeah, a little bit better. Okay, let's take a look at this link. I'm just going to quickly tap out here. Ah, that looks cool. That's a lot of guns on a DD though, good to God. Okay, there we go. Looks like you have a large fall weight issue. Yeah. What I'm thinking is I might be able to, like, shift this back. Right, oh no, never mind. Don't want it to go the other way. Grab the aftmost one, move it back a bit. Okay. I wonder. Right. Get rid of that for the time being. We'll get rid of the larger... Oh, to the back of the ship, as in like that. Oh, I see. I'm a smart boy, I'll figure it out. Okay, there we go, there we go. Kinda getting it, but we're close, we're close. Oh, okay, I see. Wow, you really can. Look at the expert here. The man with a dog called Yashima knows it all. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna... Come on. Play with me, pancake. It's not gonna let me do it, is it? Okay, there we go. Thank you very much there, Benjamin. That's appreciated, my dude. Okay, let's see. Maybe. Maybe. No, I don't want side guns, god damn it. Wait, am I using 12s or 13s? I'm using 12s, aren't I? Yeah, we'll have a gun here then. I don't really have a funnel at the moment, so we'll see what we can do here. We are overweight though. Okay. Well, we've already got... Well, okay, no one... I've got, like... Okay, now, we can be a little bit more sensible here, then. Right, it's offset now. Oh, does it? Ah. Oh, that's nice. I didn't realize that did that. That's really cool, actually. And blew up the bridge. God damn it. That takes a special kind of sailor. Okay. It's gonna be great-ish. It's not really. Drop that. Where am I over here? Oh, I'm over cash. Okay. Who wants to take a voluntary pay deco? Oh, you actually do have top of size. I thought someone was taking the piss earlier. Okay, never mind. Well, I don't have any secondaries. Not like I have any secondaries to armor, but we'll see. We might go with slightly. We're gonna. I need super heavy. Let's see. Can I? God damn it! Okay. New Japanese cruiser. Yeah, not far off, isn't it? Right. No, that's very expensive. Ooh, I can drop 6 tons. That deck extended is worthless. I'm loving the music, though. We can make it work. We have the technology. Don't ask. To be honest, I should really have these like on the front, but yeah, we should really have them. Oh, fuck it. Maybe we have more armor. No, more guns, more guns. We're going full autism on this one. My hair. No, right. Okay, no, we can't go full autism. It's just too much. The Ascended Armor is where you live or die. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, what we'll do then is we'll go with a triple center line. Then what I might do is put the rest into armor, perhaps. Maybe then a better secondary tower. Right, I think we use the rest on armor then, perhaps. Okay, that looks like the best we're gonna get here. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, it's, do I have... No, damn it. It's the thing. It's gonna be, It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, I know it. What? Do I not? What? Okay, there we go, we got it. I was gonna say, like, what the hell? Too expensive. Too weighty. Okay. Can we maybe like? Well, we've got a triple. I think what we're gonna do is try and swap the. Let's see. I think, to be honest, we'll go with something a little bit more like sensible, perhaps. Okay. I think what we'll do then is remove the centerline gun. A little bit too heavy gun damage. Okay, secondary tower. That's a really good one then, okay. That is very cheap though. Okay, so we've got something to play with here. Half a knot of speed. Enhanced reloading. Let's go with standard reloading, I guess, then. Well, we can get a 12-inch. Almost. Okay, we'll try that then. It's more guns than we had originally. I mean, we've got 10 guns there, so it should be potentially more effective. Maybe. We'll see how that goes then. I don't imagine it's going to be great, but I don't know, maybe it'll be somewhat hardy. But we'll see, we'll see. The Empire of Japan. Okay, we'll go for this magical area. Okay. I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, look at those beautiful guns there. Okay. Yeah, well, I would like rapid fire, to be honest. Okay, it's a different design this time, which is interesting. That's some interesting accuracy there. Right, we'll save ammunition then until we can actually hit them. I think that makes sense. And then we'll see how that turns out. Well, we do have like another 2 inches on our belt armor, so ideally that will be more effective. Ideally. I mean, we'll see anyway. Not a very good chance to hit, apparently. Okay. I like the sequential fire there, that's really nice. But I mean, we are using super heavy shells, so when they do hit, they are gonna hurt. Oh! And he just wiped out my security tower. That's rather mean of him. That kinda sucks. That really was a good hit there. God damn. 517 damage, god damn. I like how he basically wails on us in the first shot there that hits. Yeah, I think this is where auto-loaders would have been nice. I mean, he's already fired a salvo. I think we can't really go with the standard reload. Partial penetration. Yeah, our accuracy is not great right now. It's getting better. We'll see. I mean, if we can actually have some shells land, that'd be very nice. Oh, he's using high explosives, okay. He's using the 11-inch guns as well, so we do have a larger caliber, but that was a big hit there to begin with. I reckon that was the deck armor that let us down there, then. Yeah, not looking good. Oh, wow, okay. I was going to say we're looking quite low down there. Sitting quite low. It is interesting, though, to see the designs here. You see, like, with the Japanese ship, no barbettes over here at the front. Maybe I don't even need the barbettes at the front. Oh, no, okay. I was kind of hoping there for something. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's only a partial penetration, though. That's the only issue there. That's interesting, though, considering that we are using the super heavy shells. We do have a larger caliber, so he does have some decent armor, which does make sense. We don't know what armor he actually has, but I can imagine it's probably somewhat decent. It might be that we just go with larger caliber guns. So it's one of these things, it's like a battlecruiser, it's about the mobility and the actual firepower, but I don't think we really have a firepower advantage to really justify the design. That would have been very nice. But yeah, the reload is definitely something of a concern. We're just not putting enough shells down range, and you can definitely see the difference here. Okay, now we're hitting something. Okay. Partial penetrations? So it looks like we need a higher caliber, a larger caliber, maybe. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys reckon? Like, large caliber? We could potentially go for 14-inch caliber and see how that turns out for us. Like, 14-inch with, There's definitely a lot of fine-tuning here, which is really nice. And to be honest, with this just being like a alpha, it's really impressive already. Like, how are we looking? Yeah. I mean, that first hit there did a lot of damage. I mean, he's got a mix of calibers here. Okay, partial penetration. I think maybe we go for a heavier cavalry caliber. Okay, now we're starting to get somewhere. Not exactly fantastic, it's still only partial penetrations, which is interesting. Considering that we're using the super heavy 12-inch shells, it does lead me to think that his armor is definitely significantly larger, well, significantly thicker than we would imagine. Okay, technologies. Interesting. We don't have a very large hit chance at the moment in time. Oh, right, that's not good. Yeah, well, that's true, isn't it? It is. I think that's what we might have to look towards doing then. I'm not liking the fact that the rear gun is on fire there. His shell bounce there. I can imagine that was probably the secondary. Show guy. We have lit a fire. But I think what we're going to do then is we'll speed this up. We'll see how it turns out in the long run. Yeah, it just doesn't look like we're able to actually land these hits or make them really worth it when we do land them. Oh, okay. We destroyed a barbette there. Yeah, potentially so. I mean, it would make sense that we are dealing with the actual belt armor, so that's something to take into consideration there, really. But we did knock out one of the guns, it seems, or at least we damaged the barbette. Oh, our fire control's been damaged, our main tower's been destroyed. Yeah, we're not coming out of this very well. So what we'll do then is we'll go back and we'll rebuild the ship. We will rebuild you. Right, okay. Aiming speed, base accuracy. It might be then, but what we do here, let's take a look. We'll rebuild her. I think we go for a large focus on the actual accuracy department. So it does make sense. Okay. So that's the... right. Go for the superior main tower. Okay. How you doing there, Baron? Good to have you, my dude. Right, so we can see that this has already put us way over in terms of weight. It would be nice to have another one here. It only gives us 6 guns. Yeah, that's really true, isn't it? I think it's only really at the rear that we use the barbell. Right, just bros over. We could settle for 6 guns, but having 6 14-inch guns. That's true. Maybe just standard shells. We do have more cash available, so we do have options like that. So that's quite interesting. Okay. Some parts are badly placed. Well, bugger you. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, technology obviously makes a big difference. That is very... But I could probably get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think I might go for many bulkheads, actually. So we have electrical turrets there. Yeah, it looks like you could potentially have like 2. But we'll see, we'll see. Just saving the actual weight there. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think I'll reduce the amount there. I don't like how much turret armor they actually have. I think up armor in the turrets is probably a good idea. There's definitely a lot we could do here, potentially, to make it more feasible. Okay, that might be the best we get there. So, we've gone through a few We've gone through a few evolutions of design here. But I don't know, this one might be interesting. We should ideally have fairly good accuracy. We do have very good conning towers. No, I don't give a damn about the badly placed parts. I don't even know which parts it's on about. Right, now we're good. The Nevada class was a pair of super dreadnoughts or standard type battleships, as otherwise termed by the US Navy. The 2 ships of the class, USS Nevada and USS Oklahoma, were built between 1914 to 1916, and were the first to use triple gun turrets of 14-inch caliber. Among other technological advances, they used slowly oil fuel instead of coal, geared steam turbines, and the all-or-nothing armor principle. Their displacement was nearly 30,000 tons, and their top speed was 20.5 knots. I mean, that's something we probably have to take into consideration, the all-or-nothing armor. I mean, the thing is, we are going up against an actual Dreadnought, rather than an actual Battlecruiser, so we are definitely in... It's one of those, isn't it? We are in a fight against something that is very heavily armored. But we'll see. I mean, our accuracy might be better. Our, well, speed of fire is going to be significantly better too, though. That makes a hell of a crack there. Yeah, you can see that reloads pretty quick. But the thing is, at least we are going to be fine here with 14-inch. Yep, different design again, which is really cool. Yeah, it's going to miss. The size of those, Jesus. You can imagine cruiser on cruiser engagements to be very interesting. I think what we potentially look towards doing then is maintaining something of a bit of distance there. I mean, she's armed with... I mean, I can't tell what she's armed with as of yet. I mean, look, she's actually turning towards us. She looks like she has smaller caliber guns, maybe 11s? Okay. That is absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you, this game is really impressive so far. Maybe these guys. Maybe. It's gonna miss though. Maybe. It's gonna miss. Oh! We actually did have a hit there. Yeah, but in range our guns. That was a nice hit there. I mean, mid-deck partial penetration, but at least it was something nice to actually have the accuracy there. Can I, like, zoom way out and, like, see my, my range or something? Is that, like, my visual range? I do think that we potentially take advantage of our speed here. Now, here's in a very interesting position here. So I think what we do then is we actually look to turn somewhat on like that. Try and present a better broadside, perhaps? But it's an interesting way. He's definitely looking towards closing the distance here. So I think what we'll do then is save ammunition for now. So we have options here for torpedoes, smoke, and etc. Okay, we can actually see something that looks like... I imagine this might be like... Oh, okay. This is interesting. Is this penetration, perhaps? I'll tell you what, this game looks amazing like that. How do I see that? Let's reduce down to slow here while he's not actually firing at us. We might be able to gain a nice shot. Looks like we did damage one of his actual guns here, which is interesting. Well, we are slowed, so his accuracy is going to be off put by that, I'd imagine. Turn it as well, so hope for the best. Yeah. Fire a shot in a second. God damn, that crack is amazing. Yeah, looks like he's turning. Increase speed again, try and offset him. I mean, I can imagine our gunners would be going mental over this sort of treatment. It's looking like it might potentially hit. Ooh, thankfully. Yeah, we are increasing speed. Oh, hello. Oh, it looked like a bounce off the armor there, which is a bit of a shame. Release accuracy is increasing there. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether how the gunners like really aim as such. Well, we have caused some damage to one of his guns though, which is interesting though. And it's a good sign. It is a good sign. Can you imagine seeing the Yamato guns fire? I mean, those 18-inch guns, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's not giving us the best, yeah, I mean, somewhat like angled armor. Potentially what we do is these matchbacks, we are giving him a very flat side. Yeah. Oh, there we go, that's a fire. Typical. Watch you now, blow the entire goddamn ship up. Yeah, potentially so. We'll see how we do with the next salvo, and then we'll try maybe high explosive. Oh. Looks like speed has been affected. Actually, no, we're not too far away from what speed we want to be at. Okay, looks like it didn't cause that much in the way of damage, but I bounced off the armor. It might be that we look to actually extend the range, perhaps. But then again, our guns do become more accurate at this sort of... It looks like a very bad angle. So I think what we do go for then is the high explosive rounds to the Tybian. It could be potentially that we even go with like 2 triples rather than 3 doubles, actually. Where you've seen like the hit chance per salvo, actually. Oh, there we go. Partial penetration there. Yeah, you can see that it's hitting the some sort of area of the ship here. On left when you hover over the enemy, okay. Oh, right, yeah, salvo here. Okay, now I see. I suppose this is where you'd want a larger salvo. It could be interesting to, yeah, we are using the high explosives at the moment. It could be potentially interesting to try designing something a similar design to like the Issei or the Fuso. You know, with like the, what was it, the 5 turrets that it had? Or did it have more? I think it had 5. We are making a hard turn here. The reason is I want to try and throw off his accuracy. Or at least present a more... well, I mean, this is it. We need something that... It had 6, yeah, wow. I don't know, try and make our armor more effective. Yeah, 6 twin 14s. Yeah, 2, 1, 1, 2. That could be an interesting one to try out. Okay. Accuracy is increasing though at the moment. I think one more salvo of high explosive and then we'll try armor piercing again. The range isn't so much an issue for us, it's just the accuracy that's a bit of an issue. At least I do suspect that we do have the range here. They're saying that... How... Right, we're looking at 8.6 kilometers. Right. We might want to potentially close the range. Is that because I'm using high explosive? Yeah. Maybe. No, actually never mind. Ooh. Okay, that looked like a big hit there. Yeah, that looked like a big hit. Engine on fire, secondary tower destroyed, mid-deck penetration there, 548 damage. That was a big hit. Yeah, she's definitely taking that. Look at that. Looks like she's flooding here. The fires are spreading. Hatsusi. Yeah. Engine's been damaged. That's a big one there. Yeah, look at that. That fire is spreading there. Jolly good. That's really good. She might potentially burn out if the fire is that bad. But that's a fantastic hit there. More shells coming down range. Looking alright, actually, those ones over the centre. Ooh, yes. A little bit of a hit there. Right, so the fires are out. But, I mean, her accuracy is going to be diminished, I imagine. But she's been hurt there. She has been hurt. The range is definitely diminishing here. I suppose this is where AP makes more sense due to the actual, you're not as likely to achieve the plunging shots, perhaps. Where we're looking at accuracy. That's pretty low accuracy. Well, that hit, but it didn't do anything. Maybe a high explosive then, perhaps? Hard to say, really. It might have just been a lucky shot. It might have just came in at an angle to actually hit the deck armor rather than the belt armor. It'd be interesting to design like 2 battlecruisers and see how they could fare. Obviously spending less on each, but having a second one would be very nice. That's looking good. Ooh, just shy. But with her engine damage, that's going to be interesting. I do wonder how much that's going to affect her speed, actually. The shifty, yeah, I mean, potentially so, but, I mean, this is it, we did hit the engine after all. It was a big hit, though. Big hit. Interesting that we have like a benefit from being the flagship. Own cruise speed. Maybe I slightly reduce speed to increase accuracy, perhaps. I mean, fairness, I do have 2 rear guns here. It might be that we actually turn somewhat away and use the rear guns more so. 63% is pretty damn good so far, though. Yeah, his 2 centerline guns there have taken some damage. .304 rounds, it seems. And this is it. I mean, we just need to get some good shots in and we might be able to win the battle. Partial penetration there. Yeah, I know, right. Torpedoes too, so I do need to be careful of those bad boys. We're looking towards extended range here. Okay, we took some hits. You can definitely see that it seems like having more guns is probably superior. Finnish coastal battleship, boss F1. Yeah, I can imagine his salvo accuracy is pretty good. Just due to the amount of, like, shells in that, well, that salvo. I think we'll try a V high explosive. It might actually be genuinely superior to Mad, but he's probably, well, superior in armor than we are. Okay, that did hurt. I think what we'll do then is we'll fire then turn. Okay, partial penetration then. Yeah, shells are definitely landed on each other here. We're not really in a position that we want to be in. Yeah, why not close in? I might increase the actual speed here due to... I'm not liking the position that we're in. I'd like to try and change that. Okay, fire. Oh, there we go. Tit for tat. Yeah, so it seems like our high explosives would have been more effective from the start here, really. But it's good to have fires, more and more fires there. Penelope's on fire. Looking good, yeah, partial penetration there, another fire. That's really good. Fire on the weapon over here, actually. We're not doing too bad. We're taking damage, but we're not doing too bad. I think the high speed and awkward angle might help us out. Never mind. Definitely something of a knife fight at this sort of range. Oh, wow, there we go. Partial penetration damage to the main gun. 2 fires set here. I think this is where the 14-inch guns really start making them themselves felt. It's not the best angle for us to fire with real here. Okay, that's looking significantly better there. That's a lot of fires. Probably better just to reduce the speed, to be honest. I'm not really gaining anything from that. Almost reloaded. I mean, soon we might switch to the AP. I think it might be worth it now, actually. Those are looking good, yep, there we go. And she's burning, so I think we go for the AP now. You can see that fire. That's a pretty bad fire, yeah, that's definitely spreading too. Partial penetration there. Looks like we just got hit to the engine there. Engine free damage, yeah. Or free damage. Oh no, engine free damage. How many engines do we actually have? I mean, ideally the armor piercing will do a good job. It looks like the salvo, yeah, it's a 72% chance. That's really good. And this is where we might be able to deal some incredible damage to him with the armor piercing. I don't think we're likely to overpenetrate, but we'll see. Maybe. I don't know if that's particularly better for us or worse. I suppose in some ways it might be better, but we'll see. There we go. Penetration, penetration. Penetration destroyed casemate. Ooh, penetration flooding over here on us, though. That's not good. So we don't have the best bulkheads. I think what we'll do is try and angle. I mean, this is where his secondary guns can definitely help out. Yeah, like that with the fire's been started. He's got a pretty bad section of deck in here. We should be okay. I mean, we'll see. I can see the secondary guns are doing a good job. But I mean, the fact that he's still aflame is not good for him. Partial penetration, a little bit of damage there to main gun, it seems. Penetration damage main tower. Okay. Casemate destroyed, engine damaged. It does make you wonder, like, are we better off just using the high explosive, or... Yeah, well, that's a good point, actually, about the torpedoes. I mean, we are taking damage, but... the armor looks like it's doing okay. See the shells bouncing off there. Penetration damage to the funnel. Fires could do with being put out, though. So that is hurting us. What about on par here, it seems, with damage? Oh, okay, never mind. Destroyed secondary gun there. Yeah, he just took a big, big hit there. That's what we want to see there. Yeah, I mean, these fires... yeah. He's fighting them, but they are definitely spreading. But he has lost some of his actual armament, which is good news. And this is incredibly close range. And this is obviously where we have an advantage if we can actually have the rear guns firing. And this is where the volume of our firepower really is, where the most volume. Okay, that's open fire again. Yeah, I know, right. Trying to gain some distance here. Yeah, he's still aflame. Looks like we managed to put out our flames. We do have a little bit of flood in here. Yeah, those fires have been burning for a while now. Alright, just one fire there. Yeah, I mean, we've taken a lot of damage. I think it's just the fact, excuse me, I'm just coming too close. But then again, I mean, it's one of these. We might be better off by having, like, 2 triples. Oh, okay, yeah, that looked pretty bad there. Yeah. Cover penetration. Oh, I'm reading it the wrong way here, aren't I? Am I? Well, to be honest, I mean, for an alpha, it looks really... It feels really fun so far. Our speed's definitely been diminished here. Which ain't good for a battlecruiser, I can assure you. Is this the latest at the top, or I don't know which way it goes? I think it's like the... I'm going to assume this is the latest. Yeah, that makes sense. Secondary gun destroyed, stern deck extended, secondary gun destroyed, secondary tower destroyed. Or is this earlier? We'll see anyway in a second. Ah, yeah, there we go, it's at the top. Yeah, those fires are back. And we're not coming out of this well. Yeah, lots of deck penetrations. Fast firing 4-inch guns. His 11s reload fairly quickly. Yeah, we're not looking too great. Yeah. That looked pretty bad there. Penetration destroyed casemate. It could be that we look towards just high explosives, to be honest. I think we'll try with more high explosives. Ah, we have a flame here. Yeah, we're not looking too hot. Well, we are looking hot because of all the fires, of course. How, oh, he's 29,000 tons. Jesus. That's a whole 7,000 ton advantage there. Top speed, 26 knots. She's not slow though. 1.9 to 13.3. Oh yeah, there we go. That's looking much better. I suppose high explosive is more reliable damage. I mean, there, casemate destroyed, casemate destroyed. He's lost a few of his weapons here. I think had we not had the damage, well, yeah, the engine damage, sorry, not the damage engine, we probably would have been in a better state right now. Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is it. But I'm looking forward to seeing how the game develops. You can imagine fleet actions would be very interesting. And it'd be interesting to see if crew quality could make a difference. Obviously, or if crew quality was actually in the game. I just love watching metal shells. There we go. That hurt. It looks like he's starting to win out now, actually. Definitely a lot of damage there. Looks like rudder damage. Oh, they can die too. Yeah, our speed's dropping. I think his weight of fire is winning here. So we are definitely taking a lot of damage. I suppose it's trying to judge that right moment when to use high explosive and when to use armor piercing, but we should never have been this close. Yeah, it looks like he's probably going to win this, actually. It is close, but we are flooding as well. Penetration overhaul will come next update. That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I'd love to know what our penetration is, because, I mean, we're, like, what, 2.5 kilometers away. You'd think that we'd have the penetration about 15 inches, supposedly. But obviously it depends where we're actually hitting. Looks like we're down in the water here. Well, not far off it. Okay, that was a big hit there. 421. Yep, that'll do a big... That's a big old boy. 422, actually. The case may destroyed. Secondary tower destroyed again. Oh, okay, wait, what? Okay, I'll take it anyway. Yeah, we are, like... We're overcooked at the moment. Okay, a little bit of flooding there. It is literally just... one salvo could make it. He has 13... Oh, right, okay. That's interesting, then. That's a lot of fires aboard there. Oh, there we go. She sinks due to structural damage. We win in the end, Jesus Christ. That was a hell of a long one. Sweet. Okay, that's really cool there. The modern battleship. We're not going to do this one, but I'm going to take a look at it. Jesus, that's a lot of budget. Yeah, we'll call it a night here in just a moment. No, it's French. Nice. But I just want to take a look at this. That's nice. Let's see how big... Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that tonnage. 92,000 tons there. Jesus. H Christ. How big can we have the guns? Advanced tower. Oh, it is basically Yamato, isn't it? It is effectively Yamato. In fact, I'm pretty sure this looks almost exact. I think this is pretty much Yamato. My god. Mega funnel. It's a super Yamato. I don't think CVs are in this one, actually. Hotels do go to war, yeah, Hotel Yamato. Jesus, size of that. How big can we have the guns here? Yep, we have 18-inch guns. Look at the size of them. That is humongous. He's saying we're not going to do it, and then he starts building it. Nice. You'll build free battleships, yeah, right. Okay, what I'm going to do here. Can I not have it here? That's annoying. Oh, nice. Yeah, what I was trying to do is, like... have it a little bit like that, but I kind of wanted it a bit more to the rear, but it's not going to really let me. I don't think I can move the... Oh no, I can kind of move it there. Kind of what I was going for. Oh no, this is definitely not a pre-dreadnought. Forced, okay. I do fall in a row right about that. Oh dear. I'm just kind of making it just so I could see what she looks like in battle, to be honest. Radio, wow. The hell's RDF? Interesting. Yeah, I know, right? Jesus. I don't really know what's an appropriate level of armor at this point. I don't think it really matters. Okay. Oh yeah, we need funnels. Forgot about that. That is so cool. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's the cost here that we're off for a moment. Yeah, Destroyers will kick our ass, to be honest. Jesus, look at the size difference in these things. Oh yeah, black powder. Oh dear. That would be awesome. Black powder Yamato. Oh wow, I love that you can have them there. That is just amazing. That's pretty insane. It doesn't particularly matter, but I'm going to bring the cost down just a tad. Oh wow, that was actually really good for the weight. Okay. What crazy shit can I do? More main guns. That is really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. And it's French. We've got a lot of weight though. Okay, that might be why. Okay, we don't need these. Well, I need that, but it's expensive. Okay, bugger it for the time being. It'll do. It'll do. We're going to see what it looks like just to see how this monster performs. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. That thing's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, I just want to see what it looks like when it opens fire. Big guns, high speed, fuck all armor. Pretty much. Where the hell is the enemy? Are they in the mist? We'll have them hold fire until I tell them. I just can't believe the size of the thing, Jesus Christ. It's a little bit like 4 heavy though, I imagine. But then again, there's like 3 triples at the back. To the west. Oh, how'd you know? Is it just... Oh, does it tell you with the arrow? Or is that just... Oh, oh, enemy smoke spotted to the west. Okay, yeah. That makes sense now. Well, it might be. It very much might be. We'll have to see about that. It would be nice if the enemy could approach them. But yeah, this is basically your excuse to design a super ship, isn't it? Just like the beautiful thing. Jesus. Oh wow, there's some distance there. Okay, that's packing more guns than we are. But they look like they're smaller. I'm sorry, but if you do not have 18-inch guns, then you can't date me. I just want to see it open fire. I'm just sorry, but I just want to see what it looks like when it opens fire. Yeah, it looks like they're outside our range. Oh, maybe not. Do we open fire? Not a great chance. How many rounds do we actually have? Oh, yeah, we've got a lot of rounds. Then again, we are firing quite a lot of rounds each time. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. You may fire when ready. Are you guys ready? I mean, they're not even aimed on target, but... Now they are. Are they moving? They're elevated, which is interesting, but are they rotating? Yes, they are rotating. Ah! Ah, that is amazing. Look at the shadows. Jeez, I mean, I can't believe how big this ship is. Like, nearly 100,000 tons. Ominous. Yeah, indeed. I like you can actually see it coming from the mega funnel. And Jaws, indeed. That was pretty ominous, though. Absolutely crackers. Are you guys ready for the broadside in a second? A forest of guns, indeed. I just wonder what they're going to sound like, because I can imagine they're going to be powerful. Yeah, I think they're electro-hydraulics. Oh. Jesus. I like how it looks like the shells are actually... Oh, that's interesting, the distortion with smoke there. I wonder if that's like the range finding, man. Yeah, targeting short. Good size of that spout there. Oh, we're facing off against the Russians. Yeah, it definitely feels like Rule the Waves now. Oh, these look really nice. Wonder why that's time. Are these the... So that might be... No, that's got... Is it a battleship? No, it's got to be a battleship at the front. That's another battleship, though. That looks like a... heavy cruiser? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm kind of like... sad that we missed all that, but look at the amount of shells there. Jesus. What the hell is it firing at? Oh, we actually got a hit. Oh, wow, okay, yeah. Very nice there. We actually managed to hit the rear gun there. Very nice. That was excellent. I mean, the distance there is impressive. The accuracy was very good there. But I'm waiting just to see what it looks like when we fire all of them at once. Oh. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of sold on the game at the moment. We're gonna probably get our asses kicked when it gets in close. We could probably afford to buy more armor, perhaps. Or more secondaries would have been very smart. Nice. Penetration, partial penetration. When these are like 18-inch super heavy shells. Yeah, he's taking some damage. The accuracy has been very good so far. That accuracy is really good. Yeah, I can imagine if it hits it, it's going to probably destroy a destroyer. Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got radar, radio. Yeah, wow, look at that. Over-penetration, secondary tower. Wow. Penetration, main gun fire. I mean, that ship's been almost taken out of the fight already. I mean, we still have got some secondary 6-inch guns, so it'd be interesting to see how they function. And it's still a fair broadside. I'd love the fact they have them mounted here. I just love that we have a French Yamato. I like, you know what I love is the fact that it's actually got the chrysanthemum over here on the front. it knows who it belongs to. Honestly, it's like looking at the Iowa liners. Yeah. Indeed, 1944 vibes. There's some distance here between us and the target. destroyed main gun. Look at that shell ricochet. That is the damn thing. It's a T Sbonik. The Normandy. It'll be interesting to see what happens when they do close into range. Interesting how the shell spread out. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. She's not doing too hot. Sincerely doubts an auxiliary repair. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do damage. That'll do it. I imagine it actually is getting better now as well. Yeah, she's definitely on fire. Yeah. They should have widened the rivers in France, basically. Oof. She's not doing well. Yeah, heavy rain in Russia. She's gonna be gone soon. Turning about that. She's not looking too hot, man. Look at that list, man. Flooding's increasing there pretty rapidly. Look at that. I like how the actual ship groaning, like the metal groan sounds like an animal. 1%, man. Here comes small shells. Yeah. Okay, don't come in. You would not like seeing this. Look at that list there. Obviously, she's going down there. Oh wow, you can actually see the lifeboats. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Now that's really nice. Oh, look at the oil in the water as well. Ah, that's really nice. I like the little details, man. Yeah, turn the ship up right again. I do like the fact that I said I wasn't going to do this and then I ended up doing this. At least they're all okay, yeah. Yeah, look, you can see the DDs turning around here. Looks like that's the only BB. Look at that salvo accuracy. I like the distortion you can see over the actual visuals there. I just love the Japanese style of, like, it just looked nice. I don't know what it is, but it just looked great. Oh, I like the fact that you see the ship light up, man. Yeah. They're not far from secondary range here, it seems. She's going down. I'd love to see like a ammunition detonation. That'd look good. Look at them all bouncing off there. But that definitely started a fire. Look at that. Yeah, doink. It gives you a new appreciation for like these sort of engagements that we've seen more in the Pacific, really. That's awesome. I really like that. It really is like an animal noise when they're actually going down, which is interesting. I'm going to be impressed by this game, should it continue on this development. Obviously, if it gets better, then it'd be interesting. I like the details there. Yeah, you can see the rest of the fleet here. Off flotilla. I'll go with Task Force. Task Force sounds right. Oh, here comes the shells. That was a nice one. Destroyed main gun. That was a big one. Yeah, they're not going to last, are they? We'll accelerate time until we come within secondary range, I think. 30 knots, goddamn. I just want to see just banks and banks of secondaries opening fire. Task Force, Future Reef, same difference. I think the other ship sank. I should have lost track of where it was now. Ah, they are opening fire though. With fire aboard. I mean, our armor's not exactly fantastic. I probably could have done more, but we'll see. Looks like they've deployed smoke. The amount of smoke though is incredible. I mean, they are presented broadside here, so we'll see how we do. Looks like a star coming towards you. There we go. Yeah, it looks like the DD was setting up a smoke screen vent somewhere. Yeah, that one definitely is. Oh wow, look at that. You can actually see the shock waves. I wonder if that's our own secondary fire. Oh yeah, there we go. Secondary's opening up. That's nice. Yeah, you can see the actual shockwaves when the ship fires. That is really nice. I don't think we have planes, actually. I don't know, maybe not yet. What is this Hellspawn? It's a 96,000 ton French Yamato. Oh wow. Yep, that's looking pretty bad. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna come out of this too well. Yamato. Yeah, that was pretty damn accurate, and it looked pretty deadly. No idea on the plant features, but it will be interesting. I mean, to say this is accomplished with Unity is pretty impressive. Yeah. There you go. Open fire. Yep, she's dead. Yeah, that pretty much knocked her out there. I like how you can see the smoke from this distance, though. That's really impressive. I like how close that DD's getting. That's a lot of fires. You don't use shells very quickly, which is nice. We'll try targeting the DD, just see how that looks. That's a lot of funnels. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it. You can imagine what an 18-inch shell could do to this sort of thing. Yeah, you don't know. But I mean, she's desperate to get in range with her torpedoes. That looks like an 18-inch shell. Those are like main batteries. Are they? No, actually. It's set to automatic, I believe, at the moment, so it'll make the best choice, supposedly. Yeah, I know, right. I don't think it's actually opening fire with the main battery. Right, well, it must be, actually. But yeah, torpedoes obviously would rip this thing to pieces if we allowed it to. That's looking nice. Oh, yeah, she goes down. Yeah, you don't survive that. But unfortunately, guys, that is all we have time for there. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I mean, let me know if you want to see more, like, more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought. Been the first time playing, and yeah, pretty impressed so far, actually. It's nice to be genuinely impressed. Really good. But until next time, thank you for watching, and if you guys did enjoy my content, please go ahead and check out my channel on YouTube at XTRG, follow myself here on Twitch at XTRG as well. If you'd like to support me as a content creator, you can do this by becoming a patron today. Until next time, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for Stephanus, Magnus, Stephanus. See you later, guys. Have a good one, my man.